Stampin' Friends. Tonight I'll be using the Meadow dies. That's the little dies that look like flat wildflowers, almost like pressed wildflowers if you want them to look that way. They are fun to use, and I think that you will enjoy seeing the many ways that you can use them. I use them for my class here locally, and I'm pretty sure I'll be wanting to use them for a class online as well, because there's so many choices of ways to use them. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and show you a couple of ideas for this set. All right, so one thing that I've done is I've gone ahead and done a little bit of cutting ahead of time. So you didn't have to sit here and watch me use the big shot. I think we all know how to do that. Now this one is one that I used water painters, which are in the catalog. I used those to color this with just regular stamp ink, just the regular ink pad ink. And then I used Balmy Blue, and I used Pear Pizzazz or watered down Old Olive, either one for this one. So that's one way to do it. You can also color, which I'm going to try here for just a second. You can also color it with our Stampin Blends if you want a really bright popping look. So what I chose for that was, let's see here, a green and a yellow. So I may not completely finish this because what I really wanted to just show you is how simple it is. I'm using this piece of grid paper just so that where I'm coloring doesn't have a mess that's distracting to you. So I'm putting this marker on here like this. You can see where I've added it. And then one thing you have to do with these is pop out the little die cuts that they have in them. They do have several little spots in them that have to be kind of poked out. You can use your take a pick tool, you can use just a piercing tool, or you can use the roller, you know, on that little piece that goes on the tool, on the take a pick tool, or you can just do like I did and just use your hand because they're not too bad. So there you can see what it looks like when you've just added. It's a more intense color with the different. Oh, I kind of missed a spot with the Stampin Blends. So if you want it to be really popping and really match some of the darker colors, but still kind of have a blending kind of look, then that's probably a good idea for you to use. So I wanted to kind of just show some options on here. Now, it comes with a really pretty cutout that has these little scallops on each side. So this is the cutout that comes with it. And it also comes with a little tag, which I didn't use because it's really tiny and cute. But so you can see here how easy it would be to coordinate that with this, which is from the Contours dies, the Color and Contour bundle dies. And then you just cut a layer to layer on top of that. And I just think that is so pretty and striking because of the way that it goes together. Now, to cut out this happy birthday, all I did was stamp it on this particular piece, you know, using my Stamparatus. Let me remind you how we do that. You can just make a cutout on your Stamparatus, put in your die cut piece, whatever, you know, you don't need a different color for each one because you have that to use, and then just add your ink and then stamp like this, and then you have it fairly well set up each time that you do that. So then what I did for the one that I showed you with the white inside, I just took my little Stampin' trimmer and cut off after, you know, on the inside of the stitching. Let's see if you can see it stitching, where it's stitched, and then you've got a rectangle that goes right in there and makes a nice little layered piece on here. So there you can kind of see that. So then you could probably put this piece here kind of right in the center. You can have it going off, or you can cut. I don't know if this makes sense. I'll try to make it make sense for you. You could have it going off the field of view. You could put your happy birthday there, or you could have it just kind of straight up and have it going like that, or you could cut it off and make it shorter. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Then you're basically ready with this card. All you need to do is add some embellishments, possibly some ribbon. The bumblebee ribbon, I think, matches well enough on the, this is our Daffodil Delight, but I think this bumblebee ribbon looks nice, especially since I used the dark daffodil blend. I think that just kind of all blends together and looks nice. So you can see there that that is one idea that you could use. So that's my first idea. And then I wanted to show you for one of the, if I can find it, I hope I didn't lose it. That would be bad. That would make me cry. Oh, here it is. Using a smaller die, because more people, I believe, have this one than have the other one. So this is the one that goes with the So Sentimental set. So it's like the rectangle, stitch rectangles with the little contours on it, with the little scallops on it. You could put this one on there as well. And this is one that I colored using watercolors. So you can see that this one would look super gorgeous on there as well. So, and again, it's just cut a little bit smaller so that you can see the stitching, but the rest of it still shows the little scallops. So that's, I think that is a really soft and pretty card to use. So there is that. And then this one is very similar to what I used for class. So I have the Fresh Freesia on the soft seafoam green, and then I have this, and then a little Happy Birthday. Now we used a whole bunch of die cuts that we colored a lot, but to see that you can see here that that's not necessary. If you don't want to spend all day on this, this would be a nice quick project, but still very pretty and fun. All right, so now I'm going to show you a different technique for these. Whoop, if I don't lose them all in the floor. Just one second. Let's see, where did it go? That was really cool of me, sorry. I don't know how far that, oh, there we go. Awesome. So what I did with this, I cut it out of Old Olive and out of our new in color, which is the Polished Pink. And I just cut the whole thing out of Old Olive. And then I just cut the floral pieces out of the Polished Pink. So what I was thinking was that I could just take my scissors and cut this down to just the shapes of the flowers. So let's see how that works out. I think that will be pretty cute. Oops. So let me find my green glue. It is not jumping in my hand. I may have used it somewhere else. Let's see. Okay, well, I'll use this. It will work this way. It may not be as stuck as I want it. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on each one of the green areas. The green, I don't want to put the adhesive on the, because I can control it better when I'm putting it on the green. So, good grief. There we go. And then a little there, a little there. Okay, I think I've got it now. So then I'm ready to put this one here. Let's get it scooched into just the right spot, then press it down. And then I'm ready to do the same over here. And this one has a kind of an overlap. So I'll put that one on this side. Then this one here, and then here. Add that there. So there you can see that one. And then I was thinking that it might be nice on these little pieces to make it look as if the green was kind of overlapping. So I thought I would take a tiny bit off of each kind of the little bulby-like sides that kind of curve out. Oh, except when I lose it. Okay, there we go. It's not lost. Okay, so then I'm gonna just take it and stick it right down on that piece. So you can just barely see it. It actually looks like I kind of made a mistake, so maybe that's not the way to go. Let me try to go ahead and pull that off and go in just a little bit. Leave more at the bottom so that it looks like a bud is my idea. So let me just take off a little more off of each side. Try that again. Putting that up at the top. So there, you can kind of see that. That's what I was going for. See there, you can see the edge, kind of like a rosebud, but of course these aren't roses. But and I'm going to try to do the same thing with the other one. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting this one on like that. I want a little more off this other side. So I hope this is something you can see how easy it is, that I'm not trying especially hard, but it's coming together pretty easily. And I hope this is something that you would be happy to try yourself. There we go. Okay, so now I've got that put together. And then I was thinking here that it could be pretty to put it, to use a happy birthday here. Let me try to turn it around where you can see. Oh, I've got another little inside piece stuck in there. There we go. I'm going to put that right there. And this is a gatefold, but what I'm using here, you can see this is a faux gatefold. It's just a regular card that's just scored down the middle and folded back, and then it just makes this edge kind of pop. You could put white on the inside, or you can just leave it like this, because I would probably want to leave it like this because this will make the whole thing match nicely, if that makes sense. So then you could put this on here, or I could have used the yellow petals. That might have looked prettier, or I can just get a piece of white and slide it under like this, and there you can see that will really make that layer pop. So I will probably go ahead and change it to the yellow and use that with the pink. I think that could be really pretty. Here's the yellow. Let me show you it so you can see how nicely. You can kind of imagine how the yellow would look on just the pink. But anyway, that's another possible way to use it, is by cutting the cardstock after they've been die cut. All right, so now I'm going to clean up just a second, and I'm going to use what I think is probably the most striking way to use these, is to have a layer of white on black, or with any color. This would look good. You can see some of the other ones. I'm going to try to use some variety here. There, so you can see there, like it looks like you're kind of in a meadow. This would be gorgeous in a ton of different colors. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use our blending brushes, and I'm going to create a background on the back of this basic white cardstock, and just kind of blend it together and see if we like that. So I'm going to use a pink, and I'm going to use if I can find the purple. Okay, I'm going to use an aqua blue. And let's see. I don't think I've used a purple, so we'll have a brand new one to use tonight. And they're so soft. I think you all will really like how nice and soft they are. So I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia, the Polished Pink, and then I think I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana, just to try and use some fun, different colors that we might not be expecting to use. So I thought I would put the Coastal Cabana on one end. So I remember I want to start this off of the side and go across. So it will take me a minute to get this done. So the reason that I start it over here is to avoid having a round dot up in the middle of my scene. So I don't want any round dots. I'm afraid I just got some adhesive on here. I hope that doesn't cause a problem for my next color. So what I'm doing is just adding color here. Just want to do a little bit more so that it's fairly intense. Now I'm just doing this little edge here. I don't want to do too much of that because you can start seeing the little round circly deals on there. So I don't want to get it too thick with round circles. Okay, so there I have that. I may leave it out for just a second so that in case I change my mind on how much I want on there, I can come back and add more. So now I'm going to put in the middle the fresh freesia. Got that on here, and I'm just gonna probably should get a new spot here. Let's see, turn it inside, just because I don't want to smear any of the wrong color on. See, like I just did. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, is sometimes this will remain wet on the edge. So there's your little what not to do type tip. So back and forth across here. I do like this fresh freesia color, but because I got that little bit of Coastal Cabana on here, I'm going to go higher than I might normally have gone with my fresh freesia, because I know that the freesia will more easily cover the blue than the pink will. I go back in with a little more right through there of my Coastal Cabana. Then I've got those fairly blended. Okay. So now I'm just ready to turn it over one more time. And then I'm going to use my polished pink. Doing again the same thing. I just got to get this where I can lay my hand on it. And I'm just kind of blending these two colors together as I go. Probably go back in with a little more of our freesia as I finish up. So yeah, that is a super intense color, so sorry about that. That's probably didn't make a good choice there. Okay, so there you can see that I've got kind of a blended color palette, just kind of a mishmash of not necessarily a sunset, just kind of some pretty colors that might be florals. So I can close these up so I don't make any messes. Same with this, put it out of the way so I don't have any messes. And then you can see I would layer this on here. I might go this direction with the blue at the top, or the light green, whichever you want to call that. And then you can see that this pops really nicely on the card. You can use whichever one of these you want, or you can use as many as you want. I think that some more subdued colors would probably make this a really pretty and soft sympathy card. And so I was thinking that that might work, or this is actually, to me, this is starting to get to be too much. I don't know where your level of, what's too much for you, your saturation level, I guess, of this. But to me, that one just kind of put it over the top on messiness of too muchness. Oh, here, I did cut this. This is the little tag that goes with it. There you can see that. And then, of course, it has a little butterfly, which would be really pretty here, like at the top. So maybe you might put 3 flowers and then a little butterfly doing its thing. So there you can see that this would be a really kind of a project that you could work on, you know, over the course of several hours and come up with a variety of different cards. Because I was thinking, like, do you remember what all we've done? We've made this with the background, which you could use a variety of colors. You could use more realistic colors than I used, or you could use eye-catching, popping colors. And I was thinking too with this, I should show you that those black matte dots, embellishments, those would look gorgeous with this. Now, I keep all my embellishments here close so that I remember to use them. But the problem is, can I pick them out of all of the embellishments that I own when I want to show you all this? And that's the question. So let's see here. The blue, the red. Let's see. Oh, there they are. You can see, I think these matte black dots would look great on here. They come in 2 different sizes, so you can see that that would be really pretty on the edge of there, or maybe the bigger ones, so you can see that. Okay, and then I was showing you, let's see here, this little card, in case you don't have this, because I was showing way too much, I guess, of the open scalloped circles. So I wanted to show you that if you have this, this would be beautiful too. And then a cute little sentiment just stamped right here on the edge could be really sweet. Like if it said sweet friend, that would be really cute. And then we also used, we used this idea with the kind of the fun fold where it's folded back, and then this layer is just on the top here. And then we're gonna try this with either this piece in yellow or this in yellow, and but I think it really makes this little butterfly pop. And then our other one was the black and yellow, just kind of have a lot going on, but just really simple and a quick card that you could make several of, I think. And then finally, this was just showing you that it's very similar to, for those who came to my class last night, which was great to see you all. This is just a way to basically make the same card that we made a lot more simply, that you could do this fairly quickly without a lot of fuss. Another idea for this is you could put on this background piece, use the aqua painters also, and fill in just a little area. I guess I could show you that real quick. It's not like I'm doing anything. So I will try that real quick. Just with one of these little aqua painter type things, you want to just squeeze it until you get some water flowing down towards the brush part of the water painters. They're not aqua painters anymore. Then you just put some color on here. And then let's see, what color would I want to use with the green and the purple? Maybe a light yellow. Maybe this. Oh, no, what about petal pink? It's a kind of an orange with the purple and green. That could be kind of fun. Okay, let's see here. This may ruin it, but I have more paper. So there we go. Just kind of swish it back and forth and add some color. And I'll wait for it to dry, of course, before I try to put this back on there. But there's just some color. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, so then there it has a little bit more contrast between the color and the painted piece. So I think that could be really sweet and cute with that. So anyway, lots of ideas for you to try if you get this set. And I hope that you will tune in again the next time I do a live. I appreciate you all watching and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.